Hello everybody, welcome back to the world of Train Simulator 2016. To navigate as to where I am. Welcome to Doncaster Works, actually, everyone. Today we're not doing a DLC Spotlight. Oh, there. Okay, so where have I got to go? There. I need to go backwards, I believe. Correct. Okay. So yeah, welcome back to Train Simulator 2016 today. We're going to be talking about something that's been doing a little bit of shunting in today's video. I'm also going to be talking about something that was put on the Rail Simulator Facebook page a couple of days ago. I always forget to do something. But yeah, at the minute we're taking some Deltics to be scrapped. A bit of a shame, Deltic's quite a beastly locomotive, isn't it? So a little bit of a shame to see them the milk I've got. Well, I say heading there out here, but I've to shift them into place. Okay, so, what am I going to be talking about today? Well, today I'm going to be talking about, just take a break here. Yeah, we're talking about something that the people at Little Games have said regarding the future of Train Simulator. Now, whereas this doesn't necessarily mean anything big is changing, it could also mean that absolutely nothing is changing. So, it's a bit, I mean, I can't remember how they announced Train Simulator 2016 last year. But I'm pretty sure they didn't do it in this manner because it seems very quiet and covert, as it were. But yeah, so it says it's regarding the future of train sim. So it bodes well for what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, in terms of a UE4 version, but it also kind of makes me worry slightly, to be honest. Put it in gear 4 because then we can only go the maximum. But yeah, so I do personally think, well, I say think, I kind of hope it's going to be the UE4 version, purely because it's something that they've been on about for quite a while. So it's like, yeah, I kind of want to. That one's 6. That one. And then I just need to yank these. I just need to yank these back past. This set point should be good. But yeah, it's still a bit suspicious as to what they're going to say. I will be honest, going off what I personally think they're going to do is they're just going to announce 2017. I will be honest. They're going to announce a brand new version, or they're just not going to announce anything at all, really. Well, yeah, it's either going to be new features or a completely new game. In that respect, though, if it is just new features, I pray to God multiplayer is one of them. If this just is a big announcement for the next train sim and the UE4 one isn't ready, fair enough. But if that's the case, I really want them to do multiplayer. I just realised my door's not shut. Better. But yeah, I'll start showing some of these Deltics about. This is actually quite a nice little scenario because there's actually no, other than that one, there's no times, which is pretty nice because I don't like. Got a speedometer somewhere. Oh, wait. There we go. But yeah, multiplayer is something, I mean, I have a friend who I can talk to trains about for literally hours. We have done in the past, and it's actually quite good. It's actually quite nice and interesting. And kind of fun as well. And then we get onto this game, and it's kind of like, well, I wish we had this, and this, and this. And we were talking about it a couple of days ago. Just about what we'd want out of it, and the biggest thing we were on about was multiplayer. I mean, it's something that'd take a lot of thought and a lot of just a lot of work to implement, because people have done it in, they've done it in Euro Truck Sim, they've done it in that, with the multiplayer. They've managed to synchronize every single traffic light on the map, which is something amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. And they've also managed to find a way of loading anything else in. So, if anything, that's something to take inspiration from. Because Euro Truck Simulator is one big map. One huge map. Whereas Train Sim, to compare it to Euro Truck Sim, it's a lot of smaller maps. I know that's not the case. Because I think the distance measurement in this is a lot better, and it kind of shows when they shows when you go in through everywhere. It takes the actual amount of time it would. So yeah, the world timing is good. That's another thing they'd have to think about. But in the long run, it would draw the line away quite a bit from everything else that people think is wrong with it. I mean, me personally, I definitely think it would. I know it would. Interest me a lot more. Where am I going now? Show task. So I need to go there, over there, all these up. So I need to set that one, and I need to be going across there and up there as well. Okay. But yeah, it's something that a lot of people want. A lot of you guys want, definitely. We all know this. And it's something that should definitely be considered. Given how much people ask for it, because they want to drive trains with their friends. I mean, me and my friend were just like, well, we could run different services. We could, I mean, even like a signal bot, just running like a digital signal box and throwing switches and stuff like that. Shunting would be another one. That'd be amazing. But the biggest thing me and my mate wanted was double heading, because then we could actually communicate to each other and operate a service together. It sounds so much fun, especially with someone who I could talk to trains about for hours. I hope you guys can see my point, because it's something they experimented with a long time ago, and nothing really came from that, which is fine. I mean, well, I say that it's fine most of the time. When multiplayer, because sometimes multiplayer just doesn't work for the game you make. Okay, that it's just something that's. It's something that just doesn't want to work. But simulators are a whole different category. Because you've got racing simulators, you want to race against other actual people. Truck simulators, you want to have a convoy. You can have convoys in a truck multiplayer. I mean, you can't have convoys in this, because that's just hella dangerous. It's like, hell no. But you get my point, right? It's just something that should really be looked at a little bit more. I know it sounds extremely selfish to say that, but it's something that the community has been after for so long. And it's not exactly like a failed promise, like a failed promise, but I get the feeling I'll be taking these as well. Once I get it started in fifth gear, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see my point, right? And how many times have you played this game and been like, oh, I wanna play with other people? I mean, there's a YouTuber, Angry Welshman Productions. They, him and his friends, I think he's called Reese. And if that isn't your name, sir, then I do apologise. But They take it to a strange kind of level, because they have races. They have railworks races, but they all have it on their own computers, and they do like updates at a certain point. Like, I'm going through this station, I'm such and such from wherever. And it's pretty cool because they race different kinds of trains. And I will be honest, I do watch a few of them, even though they're an hour long. But it's interesting because it's an interesting concept of how to get around the lack of multiplayer, if you know what I mean. So it's definitely an interesting concept that they've got, and I admire them for that. I mean, I could say they've found a loophole, but finding a loophole would be actually playing on the same map together. Where am I going with these? Scrap line 3, that was over here, wasn't it? Oh, it's just in front. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go backwards anyway. But yeah, I mean, double heading, shunting, hell, even racing. Can you imagine how many are there? There's two on the West Coast two lines on the West Coast main line. So you could have two people racing. You could have like qualifiers. That would be so cool. If you just had races in like say 390s, right? Class 390s, right? They're really fast. So you have a race. You all have a race on one map. Say West Coast Main Line North, okay? So let's start in the north of Scotland and then work our way down, right? So you have Scotland. It has Glasgow to Carlisle, I believe. West Coast Main Line North. So yeah, you could have qualifiers there, right? Sounds like an interesting concept, doesn't it? And then the two, I don't know how many of them are, but say you have 4 people, right? So 2 race on one and 2 race on another. And then the winner of each one races on West Coast Main Line over Shap. Exactly the same, just going north-south. It's an interesting little idea, you can't deny that, innit? And it definitely takes in like the whole racing aspect of what they do. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, you're stealing someone else's idea. I'm not stealing it. I don't see it as stealing it because I'd only ever do it personally. I wouldn't record it or anything like that. But it's an idea that's cool, and it's something that they've found a workaround for, which again, really cool. And I just admire them for that. I'll still watch their content because it's actually quite interesting. So they race on a train simulator. I mean, on Eurotruck, a few of my friends, we have races anyway. We're not supposed to on the multiplayer, but we just have races because sometimes some of us are a little bit more aggressive in driving than others. So it's like, yeah. I think third gear is my little magic gear right now. Got Barley Moss, Queens of Highlander, and the Duke of Wellington's Regiment. I get in trouble for the amount of fuel I use. What? That's a bitch, innit? The thing is, I don't know how to change gear with these, so it's kind of stupid that it does that. I can't change gear with my keyboard. Not as far as I know. I'll have to look at the instruction book. That's the only time I ever took. Why are these fans spinning? I'm not They're unpowered. They're unpowered Deltics. I was thinking about a little idea though. I will be honest. I'm gonna go off sidetrack a little bit. But I mean, you've kind of heard my thoughts on it. About what I think it's gonna be. So it's either gonna be UE4, like the brand new train simulator, or multiplayer. I mean, that's what I think, and that's what I hope it is. Just because both of those sound incredibly cool. That's something you can't deny, right? Bitching at me for using fuel. I'm surprised this little diesel shunter can push 3 Deltics. 3 intact, complete Deltics. Look at that. Although seeing that come around the corner, it kind of reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine a little bit. That's the thing, though. I mean, I wish they had like an older Doncaster Works. I was thinking about a scenario for the Newcastle to York Modern by just trains. Because they've got the NRM in it, and they did that. They did the Great Gathering, and then they did the Great Goodbye at Shildon, which is west of Darlington. I think it's northwest. Because like in school you have like the 8 points of the compass, and then you add 4 more to it, so you get 12. It's like, I don't know. It's like northwest, southeast, east, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I'd say like, I'm not even going to use a clock. That's a crap idea. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking about maybe trying to make a scenario where you take Mallard up to Darlington. Like, you take it from the NRM, you actually physically take it from the NRM, and you do what they actually did. It was a union in South Africa that took it, and they went into York Station, so that like all the points could be set and all that, and and all that gibberish. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that actually. Genuinely, just absolutely screaming up to Darlington in an A4, hauling an A4. That doesn't sound bad, does it? Yeah, I was thinking about making Knapford Station from Thomas the Tank Engine in this game. Which I mean, yeah, it's extremely childish. But come on, who is not a child? Wheelhouse. I just basically need to reverse again. But yeah, you can kind of see you can kind of see. I hope. Well, I say you can. It's not. I hope you can. Because they've said I will be honest. WrestlingLit.com have said a lot of things, and they haven't come through with a few of them, right? But on the 1st of September, that may change, and I'm hoping it's in 2 days from when this video goes up. I'm hoping to have it on the day of recording. Upload it in time. If not, it should be up on the 31st at the latest. But yeah, I don't know what to make for a thumbnail. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking of making Knapford Station, just because I'm still a child. I mean, come on, who isn't? It's Thomas the Tank Engine, for Christ's sake. That's where my love of trains started. This also reminds me a little bit of Mavis. Thomas Quarry Engine. Oh my god, it actually does as well. Holy crap. That's weird. When I think back on how I started loving trains, it's just like things have changed so much. It's ridiculous, and it is a little bit ridiculous. It is a little bit ridiculous, but you know, each to their own. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna carry on with the scenario and finish off my shunting, because I'm actually quite enjoying this. I'll be honest. But yeah, I would like to thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any thoughts on what it's going to be, then please do feel free to post in the comments below. If you want to ask me any other questions, again, in the comments below. And if you're just going to put horrible comments, just don't bother, because either one, I won't read them, or two, I'll read them, I won't acknowledge them, and I'll just delete them. Simple as that. So any horrible comments, I just don't pay attention to. Why would you ever do that? I don't. I'll be honest, I just don't give a crap if you put mean comments. So yeah, other than that, I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.